So my internet connection is a bit on and off today. I don't know why. Morning it was okay. So if at all it just skips off, I'll just rejoin again during the talk. So just be patient with me a bit. So should we start, Suresh? I think we have got all the people on board, and we are going to lose time if we are going to wait for some time longer. Well,
Yes,
so
sir.
yeah, I got the message. That's fine. So we are talking something. So I just need to share my screen for a moment, and we'll talk something about the leadership and the strategies how the leaders actually go on. Why is it important for us to understand um, about certain principles in leading the things? See, the leadership is a concept which doesn't have any standards. You know, it is uncertain conditions running with the uncertain things, and leading through this uncertainty is a very big task, and it is really vulnerable. And the people, even at higher leadership positions, they are actually going to get confused many a time for taking certain decisions and calls. But one of the key aspects, one of the key responsibilities of leaders is holding the team together, even at the uncertain times. Sometimes the times are stable, they are okay, they are convenient, and they are actually easy to navigate through. But certain times they become really hard, situations become harsh, and the business becomes too tough to be maintained. So, how a leader can be equipped to have that strength within the team? This is what we are going to talk today. I want you guys to be a bit conscious while we are actually talking, and I am happy to receive some questions at the end of the session. Now, so just allow me to share the screen, and we'll talk uh, regarding the presentation now. Could you see my screen? Anyone can respond.
Anyone can respond. Yeah, now we can able to see you.
All right, that's great.
Yeah, now we can able to see you.
Yeah, that's great. So I'm just going on to the presentation mode.
So I'm just going on to the presentation
Someone
mode.
want to?
Yeah, someone want to?
Suresh, I think you need to keep any one thing on mute. Yeah. Well, so anyone want to have something? I think something asked in between. You just need to say something because in the presentation mode I can't see the hands raised. So let me switch over to the presentation mode here, and we are going to talk something about certain key connectors, how a leaders actually get connected with the team. So this one of a graphic that I have seen a bit earlier. That was like I saw this in a couple of not only one, but I have seen in a couple of incidences, and this graphic kept me thinking out. So you could just see this. Uh, so this is the graphic what I have seen, and we need to have a small chat on this because this appeared really moving because the way how the people behave at times we really can't define how the behaviors change based on the situations, based on the toughness, based on many other internal and external factors. The leaders get rattled out to keep the people at a stretch. So now, this training, this session, this 1 hour talk is going to help you how to hook over with the people and what kind of connections that you are going to make and reasons behind it. Well, so these are the insights given by M.A. Gibson, who is a contemporary coach, executive coach, and she herself is a CEO. And it is out of practical wisdom that she has given these kind of phrases, and many of them work wonders. And very small gestures, but it is going to complement and appreciate the team members every now and then. So please be connected for some more time, and we can just have certain understandings on that. Well, so the leadership, one of the powerful traits that we see is the communication. So if we can't communicate properly in a way how it is required, it is really tough for anybody to uh, be connected. So the entire collaboration, it is dependent on the communication part, and leadership without communication, it is doing nothing actually. So now, this effective communication, it builds trust between the leaders and team members. People should trust the leader, the team members. They need to trust the direction where they are going on. They don't do just for some perks, but they do for certain principles. So the entire work should be on a unidirectional flow, and the leader should be able to give proper directions with proper communications. So clear leadership messaging, it drives engagement and alignment. Last time we had a session on loyalty. So this goes beyond the engagements part. So if people are actually matching their vision with the leader, I think these are the people who are going to give blood, sweat, and tears to the team. So how we communicate, it shapes workplace culture. And again, this communication, what a leader gives, it helps us to maintain certain culture, quality culture, and it could be a business culture, and it could be a customer care culture, any of the culture that is required, and the attitude and the orientation of the leader, it will be made very crystal clear through the communication points. So 63% of businesses cite communication as directly linked to productivity. We need to have productive teams. We need to have the communication very clear. And these phrases, the 12 phrases great leaders say at work, this is going to help us all to maintain the culture, to communicate the performance, and then we to boost up the productivity as well. So shall we jump into the slides now? Maybe uh, what do we expect from today is like leadership communications, certain phrases which help to keep our communication up, and certain implementation strategies. I'll just have a talk with you. All right. First phrase, it says, I am here for you. Let's talk. This talk more about the accessibility of the team members have with the leader. Okay, it creates certain safety parameters. It is like a person who has your back. Okay, anytime we need to have certain confidence in the directions that we are going. So leader becomes the confidence. So leader's first phrase, it is going to say, I am here for you. Let us talk. So leaders can't be sitting in some glass door and then expect all the people to do the things. He has become a leader just for a reason that he is more wise and more experience he has got in the field. So now people take directions, they take learnings, they take some strategies from the leaders so that they can implement in a confident way. So now leader has to keep it open, and he need to keep on saying, I am here for you. I am assisting you. I am here to help you out. And we shall talk. So let us get accessible. So this is the first phrase that we need to talk about. Alright? So I am here for you. Let's talk. This is one of the most important phrases to open with. So the next one, say, what is the biggest obstacle in your way? See, this statement, actually the phrase, what is your trouble? That shows there is a genuine interest in their problems. Okay, a leader or a manager, I think they need to actually sit up with the troubles. What are all the troubles that you are facing? Let me just handle it for you. Or sometimes let me just give you a solution for the troubles that you are having. And what I can see as a leader, it is the only problem solving capacities which actually solve 80% of the communication problems. So If a leader can't say, "Oh, I can help you in clearing of your obstacles," I can, or in fact, if he doesn't do that, I think there is a loss of confidence. So always a leader has to take interest into the pain points, what the people are having. So we look at the pains and then we resolve them, or we are going to be termed as a leader. Otherwise, no. Otherwise, no. Why do they need to have a leader? The leader himself becomes a pain in many cases. So we should be very conscious in saying that. So we need to take up the obstacles and we need to clear the troubles for them. So what's the biggest obstacle in your way? It is going to keep your employee's mind open and talk to you wherever it is, whenever it is required. So you become accessible. That is the first one. I am here for you. Let's talk. And the second phrase, what is the trouble in your, what is the biggest trouble in your way or obstacle in your way? Well, the third one goes like this. You did great work on this. See, here acknowledgement is important. We are all adults, right? We are all not children. Even children needs it, but adults also need it in the same way. The entire work has to be acknowledged because the biggest attachment a person can have, it is the work what he does. So if we can't acknowledge their work, probably we are not making their mind open. So they just shield your words. So a great leader in a team, he always acknowledges the efforts that are made. Their results are really important, certainly, to step ahead, but efforts are also acknowledged. So you did great. That makes a lot of engagement with the people. So please get accustomed, or please get more into appreciating the people with the work. Only when they do some work, okay? When they don't do some work, I think you have got every right to say that you did not do a great job. You can always say that. So I might say, what I'm trying to understand is like, if we can appreciate the efforts that are made, maybe we are going to have much open-minded talk with the people. Well, so please remember these statements. First one is, I am here for you, let's talk. And the second one is, what's the biggest obstacle in your way? Okay, and you did a great work on this, kind of it. Only the third statement, it is only when people have really done some good job. So don't keep on making it a corporate jargon. Fourth one is, I trust you, do it your way. See, the opportunities, the leader actually gives the opportunities every single way. We just need to understand certain pointers here. See, one thing is that when you trust the people honestly, we need to allow them to do their way. See, we give an opportunity to work. When we delegate a task to a team member, we are not actually giving them a task. We are giving them an opportunity to explore. So ever feel confident that you are trusting them. So there is a trust issue which actually gets on into the factors. So we just need to understand these kind of statements. When we use them appropriately, it increases the the trust factor. So the first one is, I am here for you, which actually imbibes it, and let's talk. And the second one is, what's the biggest obstacle in your way? And the third one, you did a great job on this. And the fourth one, I trust you, do it your way. So now it is going to give a sense of a person who is actually connected. It is not a teamwork, it is a one-on-one connections that people establish with the leaders. All right? So I want you to practice these phrases. And shall we see the fifth one? What can I do to make this simpler for you? Alright? So making it simple is a very, very wise term. Let me tell you, not all the people can make the things simple. Why do I say that? Writing, spitting out everything and giving the toughest task. I remember a boss when I was working long back. You go with a problem and he will give the toughest job for you to do. So he gives everything. See, I need some advice from him so that I can get the things done really clear. But now this person himself, he starts telling me, you need to do this also, this also, this also. I want a solution for one task and I get four more tasks with much complex situations. This is not what actually it is expected. So a boss or a leader who actually leads them through, they need to make their job simpler. When the jobs are simple, let me tell you, when the tasks are made simpler, the productivity has a direct jump start. So it jump starts because it is simple to do. More complexities, productivity starts losing. You start losing the productivity. All right. So what can I do to make this simpler for you? This is going to help you to boost the productivity as well. Are you guys still with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's great. So we are halfway through. We have got 5 phrases now. So I just want to make a small recap of what we just did. So it is like, I am here for you. Let's talk. And second one is, what is the biggest obstacle in your way? Third one, you did great. You did great job. And acknowledging the efforts. And the fourth one, I trust you. Do it your way. All right. So that's the one. And the other part is fifth phrase is, what can I do to make it simpler? All right. So now the sixth one, your growth is important to me. When I say your growth, it is not your growth in person. Why it is not your growth? Because the entire team actually works around. And why I say entire team? Because a leader actually, he has got a responsibility of communicating the entire team in the same equilibrium. So an individual may look at a leader saying that you and me, we are working on this. But a leader has to see the entire team. It is a I want to take the opportunities, the tasks you give, and the opportunities I want to grow myself. So you are assuring that your growth is important to me. How do you show that? Oh, come on, you can show that by the tasks that you delegate to him. So now you delegate certain tasks to him, which actually expands his abilities. And by doing that, we are not only saying, but we are giving certain experiments, we are giving certain tasks so that actually their ability starts growing. So your growth is important to me. That matters that matters a lot, because people, they work for growth. They don't buy in your vision initially. Your vision is one part, having a common purpose is the other part, but they want their own growth. So this is very important statement that you give. So your growth is important to me. Well, and the seventh one, let's figure out the next step together. What does this statement say? We shall do it together. The togetherness actually, it builds the bonds to a very great extent. So come on, we will do it together. And this sound, the statement sounds really great, and it gives certain assurances. It builds some bondages. It feels that we are working together. We are both in this. See, it encourages forward thinking and collaborative problem solving, and it shifts the focus from the problems to solutions. So whenever you say we shall do it together, or it is going to be a great companionship for you and for the team member as well. So we need to team up together for certain tasks which really are harder, which require some intellect beyond the team member. So if a team member needs some assistance, I think we need to step in and we should say, let's figure this out together. And that works wonders. Try once. and you are going to get addicted to these kind of statements over a period of time. So the next phrase, you handled it that so well, and I'm impressed. Oh, let me tell you, there are many people we want to impress. Oh, that's for sure. We want to impress everyone almost. Those people come in our way. But the leader, it is a totally different ballgame. It is not impressed to be very fine. We don't want to impress the boss, but we want something from him, some bigger tasks, some qualified tasks, some intellectual tasks. I want you to trust me that I can do certain things well. This is the mindset of the team member, let me tell you. And when you say, I am impressed, that gives a statement saying that your efforts are recognized, the quality and the quantity of work that you are doing, that means you are going to have much growth patterns with us. So what makes an impression? Actually, what you are doing with these kind of statements is directing their energies. You are channelizing the team members' energies on on saying what you are impressed with and what not are you impressed with. Okay, so if boss is impressed, if the leader gets impressed in certain direction, now people they channelize their energies into that direction. If they don't know, they are always confused. People they get confused, and you can't expect certain tasks to be done. All right. Well, and don't make it a practice to say every time I am impressed, because people start losing confidence in you. So you use it very sparingly. And impressed, I am impressed is a great statement. It works wonders, let me tell you. But in a calculated way. We can't just like that say for every single thing. We need to say certain impressive things. You need to say, I am impressed. Well, so what is the earlier one? Let's figure out the next step together. That's one part. And the next one, you handle that so well, and I'm impressed. So these kind of statements, they make team members attached to the leader very strongly. The bondage becomes really strong. And I don't know how Amy Gibson has come to a conclusion, but these are all practical tips, literally practical tips. If you start working around these things, you will see the change within no time. Within no time, actually, it really starts getting improved. Quality of work gets improved, the quantum, the dedication, the way how the people are working, the entire style of working, so that it sets the culture apart. So you just need to implement them in a proper way. What's the ninth one? Oh, what do you think we should do? What are you doing with this statement? What do you think we should do? Or let me tell you, this is called an open-ended question. Okay, it opens up the ideas of a team member, or it opens up the entire team sometimes. One, it shows that my ideas are valued. Okay, so that's the first most important thing. My ideas are valued, and the second best thing ever it happens, they actually come up with ideas which actually work, because these are the people who are working on the ground, literally on the ground. So now it is a direct input from them. So if you can say as frequently as possible, you can say this phrase every single day. What do you think we should do? And I remember a story, but that's a long one. But the moral of the story is this: leader should be the last person who talks. Nowadays, in the modern meetings, boss starts talking, the leader of the group, he starts talking, everybody listens and everybody go. That's all. It is never coming into a conclusion spot. And please trust me when I say, if you as a leader, if you are a person who is talking last, or let me tell you, the meeting will be so productive. So make it a habit of saying, what do you think we should do? It doesn't expose your weakness. It shows your strength. How does it show your strength? Okay, now the strength it shows, like, whatever the idea they express, that can be channelized to your Just ask them before you give the solution. Think we should do. So it will never be like an instruction, but it will be like a conclusion. Okay. So this is very important actually, and the entire mindset. Even the people who don't want to work, they are just going to turn your side and give their idea for this. Don't give a solution straight away, because a solution looks like an instruction and it never works. But if you ask them, what do you think we should do? That is a discussion which concludes to a solution, and now they are going to go forward because it is their idea essentially. All right. So this is important one. So I just want to have a small recap here. So we have the seventh phrase we are talking about. Let's figure out the next step. That means when the people are stuck, you are actually helping them to get ahead. And the next one, you handle that so well, I'm impressed, so that you are showing them what is important for the leader, what is important for me. That's what I am going to tell you, on what aspects I am impressed and what aspects I am not impressed. All right. So the next one, what do you think we should do? And it is really important. I have a personal experience on using this statement. What do you think we should do? So when the people just come in, they start before we give a solution. We need to just ask them what is your take on it? What is your idea on this? People, they feel involved into the discussions. Well, 10th one, your work is making a big difference. See, this statement actually it connects an individual contribution to the bigger equilibrium. See, the bigger equilibrium, the bigger purposes of the entire team is never seen by a team member. So one individual team member can never see the entire purpose of the team because his work is limited. His individual contribution, it is actually connected to only some extent. Okay, his job description is a part of all the others as well. Okay, so all joining together, then there is a purpose of the entire team. So now an individual team member has to be acknowledged what kind of contributions his contributions made is contributing actually to the entire purpose of the team. Okay, one person does some X amount of job on time, and this has got an impact on the higher purpose. That need to be acknowledged, because unless a leader does that, there is no way a person can see what is happening at the team level. He can see only at the individual level, and as a leader, we have a responsibility of showing him how his contributions are adding up in the higher purposes. That is also very important, and people, they get really encouraged. So if I am doing something, how is it impacting my team? That becomes a sentimental point for him. Well, 11th one. So let's learn from this and move forward. And see, this is a statement, this phrase, it is a funny one actually. Okay, let's learn from this. In the sense, it appears to be a failure. Okay, so failures are always expansions. Okay, it rattles the mind and it expands. It puts you, it throws down, it throws you down into a very uncomfortable position. Okay, so when a leader comes in and he says, let's learn from this and move forward, that means he is actually valuing the challenges that are happening here. And he is also doing another thing. He is accommodating all the failures so that the entire team shall be evolved at the later stage. A bit subtle statement, but the moment you say, we shall learn from this, I think people are going to be more attached. Let me tell you the friends or the team members who you gather during your success times. They have got very weak links there. So whenever there is a failure, okay, the bondages becomes really strong when a leader can accommodate it. You make friends or you make team members. Let me tell you, you make loyal employees. You make a loyal team members, very strongly rooted through the failures. Because once they fail or once the team fails, We want to take a revenge on it. We want to be successful. We want to do it under any situation. That kind of strength comes in from the failures. Okay? Failure is painful. You know that? Failure is painful. And from this failure, I want to take vengeance actually. I want to show the world that this I can do it. Okay? And we need to have another opportunity to do that. And leader is the person. And he need to say, come on, we'll learn from this and we'll move forward. And people get attached to the entire team and the team purpose, not only to the leader. The entire purpose will be met. Well, so the next one is I believe in you. This is, oh, let me tell you, I believe is a very big word when compared to trust. Trust is very small word when compared to I believe in you. Okay, if somebody says I trust you, that is one of the way of putting it, but I believe in you. Let me tell you, this is going to be a really strong word, and I want you guys, you need to use this very rarely. Okay, I believe in you. This is going to be a very big statement. It shows trust, confidence, and it instills the and it boosts the motivation. It instills some kind of attitude in the people. I believe in you. So it is beyond trust. Okay, and this creates a culture. You know, we work on a belief system that is going to happen there. But this is a very powerful word. I want you to be very calculative in using this particular word. Okay, so the belief is great, but only when it is genuine. When it is genuine, you can say I believe in you, because these are not yet established. While you are attempting a project, say for example a simple project, and are you confident in doing in that? Trust is different. I know that you will do, but belief is always in the mind. Nothing has happened yet, but I know I can count on your ability. Trust. So now this statement is going to be one of your key statements when it comes to building the team and building the purpose. So use it very sparingly, very rarely, whenever you need to motivate certain setups. So it is not just like that. Okay, you need to be very calculative in using this statement. I trust I have explained you all the 12 phrases. I'm not sure how far you are going to remember them, so I have put everything on one slide. So here, are you guys still with me?
Yes, sir.
I hope we are through. Hope we are following through the phrases, and we shall see a couple of implementing methods, the methodologies, how we can actually implement these words at work. One, you got to lead by example. Okay, so you just need to lead by them. These are not just phrases. Okay, so what are they then? They are the ideas of a leader, ideas of a person becoming a leader. Okay, for us, because these are all the new things. The ideas, you need to develop your ideas around these phrases, and they are going to work. So if you want to be a manager, you want to be a leader, or if you want to lead certain things, after the purpose, it is the communication what we are actually having. And these phrases are not just phrases, they are the ideas, your leadership strategy, in fact, how you are communicating with your people, and how actually you are molding yourself into the things what you want. Okay, it matches. You need to match certain situations. Not all 12 phrases you use them. You need to match the situation to that particular idea, and then we need to execute them. Acknowledge the people. That's always going to be a great show, and communicate that you are trusting them. That's the way. And use an authentic tone, okay? So don't just be an artificial one. I have seen many corporate managers, they say, oh, I trust you, oh, I believe in you. Or they say that, oh, what a wonderful job you have done. I am really impressed. Oh, let me tell you, these things are corporate jargons, which you really feel very bad for it. After, oh, come on, these guys are not taking me seriously. That is the way how actually they are done. They think it is a phrase which actually helps them out, but it doesn't. You got to be authentic in saying that. Only in those situations these phrases work. You need to know these are the tools, these are the phrases which motivate the people, or if not used properly, they are going to demotivate the people. So you need to be in the flow, be with the people, be in the work. You don't get disconnected from your team or their work. So you are actually supporting them, doing everything, monitoring everything, shielding your team. These are the ideas which actually make you a good leader, a strategic leader. Well, so how do you integrate these things into team culture? Okay, get on to the meetings. One of my bosses earlier, one of the great leaders actually in the pharmaceutical lore, I think I have seen some really good bosses and some nasty people as well. But this person, what I am talking about, is a German actually, and let me tell you, he used to have something called trust meetings. Okay, so every month or so, he used to have something called a trust meeting. I never understood what kind of trust meeting he is talking about. But let me tell you, he used to give the list of all those factors which makes the team more trusted to each other. That was a total different ball game. I have never understood, how he is able to gather these things. Let me tell you, once in a while, they are going to have a trust meeting, and he takes a time saying that this person during these situations, during this kind of toughness, he has added up his contributions, and now this is the reason why my team and I trust you people. And now, if the people see their names on the board, giving these things, they are really motivated. They are hilarious. Let me tell you, people they start waiting for this meeting every quarter. They have made it every quarter later on, but people they got disappointed. They wanted every 1 month. They wanted to do that, and people how they get attached to each other. It was a great story to say, and I have never seen those kind of trust meetings later on in my career. Only one boss, and he made the entire team. We burned our midnight oils, let me tell you. We worked until midnight. We picked up the purposes when the productions are high, when the audits are running, and we made our commitments to life to do that. And let me tell you, we got enough appreciation, recognition there. And share these phrases which impact your team and recognize and celebrate them. Okay, so this is a kind of practice leadership. That's what we see. Okay, while you are practicing something, we want to see how the results are going to be. So once again, these are the statements that you need to inculcate. One, I am here for you. Okay, let's talk. That makes you more accessible. What is the biggest obstacle that makes people think that you are actually concerned about the pain points what they are having? So I am here for you. What's the biggest obstacle you have? You did great efforts, okay, and I trust you, all right. And how can I simplify this? This kind of attitude, and your growth is important to me. That's one. And let's figure out our next steps together. And you handled that very well, and I am impressed. That's the way how it says. What do you think? What are your ideas on this? That is another phrase, and your work makes a big difference. The way how you are doing it, it is going to help us like this. And the next one, it is let's learn and move forward. We accommodate the failures. Okay, we don't discard the failures. Failures are the part of the progress. And the last one, it goes with I believe in you. So these are the phrases, these are the 12 phrases which are going to change the style of your leadership. Your leadership totally changes, and the response that the team gives you is going to be profound and impactful. So this is the time where we stop for a set of questions. If you have any questions, I think I am ready to take up certain things from you, and we shall just see that. So any questions from your side? questions?
No, sir.
Well, so if there are no questions, maybe I think we'll just have a couple of slides to conclude the talk. Maybe we slowly get into the conclusion part of our session now. So, one last time, are there any questions? All right. Well, so just be here with me for a couple of moments. We will see how we can conclude it out. Well, so now we should understand before we leave for today. So the key pointers, I just wanted to have a summary done. And one thing is, great leaders, they communicate. Okay, they communicate with an intention. They just like that, they don't communicate. They communicate with intention. So if the communication is not strong, you can't make a strong leadership. Well, build trust and some kind of psychological safety within the team members. Well, and show respect and value for the team members, and this is going to go a long way. So, showing respect and value them for being there, and foster a culture of collaboration. People work with each other. Trust me, they don't work with a boss, they don't work with a manager, or they don't work with one single leader. They work with each other. In order to get the works done, leadership has to allow certain collaboration between the teams. So the culture of collaboration.
Mute, sir. You were in mute. Mute the. Suresh, sir. You were in mute. Unmute and speak it.
Oh, and I'm sorry. How long it was been on mute?
Oh, I'm sorry.
For a couple of minutes or for the
No. Few minutes back, and the presentation also gone. It's a represent.
Oh, I think it got reconnected again.
Few minutes back. Oh, I think it got reconnected again. Yeah.
All right. So I stopped for questions actually. At that time, I was audible. I stopped.
That time was audible. Yeah, that time.
That time it was audible, right?
That time it was audible, right? Yes.
All right. So I was just showing you this one, the final slide, the summary slide. So the way how the trust and the psychological safety is built in with these 12 phrases, and some humility, respect, and emotional intelligence. That those are the things which are actually tickled by these 12 phrases. So, and I told you that Tony Robbins, he's Anthony Robbins actually, and his statement, the way we communicate with others and with ourselves ultimately determines the quality of our lives. So, leadership is all about changing lives for the better things. So, this is what I concluded with. So, should we take some questions? All right. So, with this, I think I will conclude my talk for today. And thank you for joining me. I think Sunday evenings are always a valuable stuff with the kids and family. But taking interest in learning something is a great show. Thank you.